Hi, Leo and Leo Rising. Here is your horoscope for April 2025. I'm Astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, get ready for your mojo to return. And this has a lot to do with the energy from last month and because Mars is going to finally leave Cancer and go into your sign the second half of the month. So the energy level should start going up. We also have Mercury and Venus that'll start moving direct, and they will leave this sign as well. Mercury will leave the sign this month, but Venus will leave it, I believe, at the beginning of May. So there's a lot of motivation here for many of you to take charge, to go in a new direction, to reinvent yourselves this month. And last month's solar eclipse lit up this ninth house. And so this ninth house is the adventure house. It's the learning house. It's the exploring house. It's the travel house. And because it was a solar eclipse, this could take up to 6 months to a year to manifest itself. So your whole belief system is changing. What you know or what you think you know about your reality is changing. But you have an optimistic outlook right now with that new moon, a solar eclipse that activated this house. We've also got Neptune here to help you along in the creative matters. So if you're an artist, a musician, somebody that is expressing themselves, this could be a great time this month to express yourself, whether it's in written form through a book or blogging or doing videos, whatever. It doesn't matter because Neptune is going to help you to, one, dissolve these old belief systems, and two, rebuild them with something more spiritual, mystical. Many of you may be turning to religion because the ninth house can be religion, and Neptune is definitely under the umbrella of religion. So you might find yourself going to church or synagogue or a mosque even more because of this alignment. Okay, whatever it is, it depends on your birth chart. Again, this is a general overview for anyone who has a sun sign in Leo or a rising sign in Leo. This is a general tropical Western astrology overview, okay? Because everyone's birthday and everyone's birth chart has complete different alignments, but it still gives you a foundation of, a general energy that is affecting all of the signs, no matter what birthday you have in Leo, okay? So here we have the Aries energy going through the ninth house to begin the month. So Aries sun is very favorable for a Leo rising or a Leo sun sign. Okay. And so you're going to feel like you need to travel, you need to explore, you need to get out in the great outdoors. You're a fire sign, just like Aries. And these signs symbolically represent motivation and drive and determination. And so you're going to find yourself beginning this month with definitely more determination and motivation to get things done. And believe me, by the middle of the month, you will be definitely feeling the energy and wanting to be motivated even more. Now, Mercury starts to move direct on the 7th. There it is in stationary position. Now, you've had this heavy energy in this 8th house of transformation for quite a while, including the North Node and Saturn, which could feel very heavy. And now that Mercury's coming out of its retrograde and it'll quickly move out of this house, you're starting to see things a little clearer. You're starting to understand things a little bit better. Your intuition is returning, and you're beginning to understand, your purpose, and you're having premonitions. In other words, because the 8th house, and especially with Pisces energy, is very psychic. And so moving forward, with Mercury moving forward, that definitely brings in some clarity that you need to focus on. Now, we also have the full moon in Libra in the 3rd house of communication and ideas. Now, as you know, since Pluto has entered your 7th house of relationships, a lot of your relationships have been either rocky, or they've transformed, or they've changed in some way, whether it's personal or business. With a full moon in Libra, it's coming to light, things involving partnerships, contracts, agreements, legal issues of all kinds. And so we have this push and pull going on about what should I do about this relationship, whether it's a business one, like I said, or a personal one. You may be coming to terms and understanding it in some way. This is what full moons do. They bring things to light that are on the subconscious, that are buried, or events that have occurred that need to be hashed out. And so fortunately, Libra is a very peaceful, peace-loving kind of energy, so you might be able to figure it out and get through it. Okay, so this is going to bring something to light with relationships. Now, also about an hour later or less than an hour later, Venus, the ruler of Libra, also goes direct. So once again, I'm seeing things pertaining to financial matters, joint ventures, shared resources in this 8th house. And so notice the planets are very closely aligned here to the North Node. So this is something you're feeling destined you have to do. You have to go in this direction. I need to change this. Maybe it's something to do with a will. Maybe it's something to do with somebody else's will, a trust that you're dealing with. And so this Venus now going direct is going to help you solve or resolve issues pertaining to this area. Now, it could have to do with investments and financial matters because the 8th house and the 2nd house both represent financial matters. But the second half of the month, we also have the sun, which is your ruler, that's going to be going into Taurus. So I am absolutely seeing the second half of this month, beginning with this Venus direct, anything to do with financial matters is on the table. So we're going to have to, address that at some point. Now, it could be something that's occurring in the economy, not necessarily with you in your personal life. Again, this is why I have to be general because everyone's chart's different. There could be outside, circumstances that influence us, like economic crashes or markets going through the roof or, big announcements about cryptocurrency, whatever. And so this is where things start to change for you, starting to see things in a different way. Maybe you have to protect your assets and your investments. That's what I'm suggesting. And so as Venus moves direct, you're going to continue to realize, okay, this is what I need to do. And Venus is about partnerships. So again, if you're involved in a business with partners, there may be definitely a need to have discussions with them. Just don't get into arguments or battles or somebody's handling your money, that kind of stuff. And especially having to do with, let's just say hypothetically, some of you are getting a divorce or, leaving a relationship. There could be a need to settle the finances and everything you guys own together. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about. But Venus going direct helps to clarify a lot of things. Now, Mercury re-enters Aries on the 16th, and now the energy starts to go up because Mercury does work very well in Aries. And now we get to things very quickly. We want to travel. We want to explore. We want to move. It's all about movement because Aries is a fire sign like yours. And of course, it'll be joined for at least a few days with Neptune here. So intuition is going to be very strong, especially having to do with premonitions because the 9th house is a very strong visionary house. Just like the 11th house is. And notice we have Jupiter in there. So pay attention to your dreams, your visions of what's to come, because this will be telling you something that you need to know. The positive side of Mercury in here is more conversation, having more fun, being more playful. The 9th house loves to be playful, just like Leo energy naturally likes to be playful. So this could be a really good time to hash things out, be creative, have more fun, do a little exploration, and learn something new. So I'm seeing some very positive energy coming in here that you could deal with. Now everything changes on the 18th. Mars crosses the threshold again and makes it back into Leo. Remember, it went retrograde on December the 6th of 2024, and it started to slow everything down. And it's been in Cancer for the longest time, which Mars does not do very well in Cancer. But in Leo, it works great. So for many of you, you're going to feel motivated. You're going to feel more interested in your appearance. You're going to want to, work out more because Mars in the first house is very motivated. And in Leo, it takes the motivation up another notch. So we're seeing a very nice 6 weeks ahead for motivation, improvement of oneself, and how you're seen. Just don't become too egotistical. Mars in the first house in Leo can bring out the ego. So be careful of that. Okay. Now, Mars is also going to be making an alignment to Pluto over here. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let me talk about the sun entering Taurus on the 19th and 20th in the career sector. It's really high in the chart, which indicates something to do with you focusing once again on your career. Financial matters, these are all going to be on the table. And Taurus is a very fixed earth sign, which likes the simple, basic things in life. So you might find yourself getting back to the basics, especially having to do with career and your status. And so this is going to be important over the next 30 days. But Mars is going to oppose Pluto on the 26th exactly. and the sun will be connected to that. So you can see here, there's a connection going down here and here. This is what's called a T-square. These two are making an alignment. These two are making an alignment. So from the 20th on to the 26th, it's a bit volatile. So I want you to be careful with your job, with partners, with business partners, with relationships of all kinds, because Mars opposing Pluto can be destructive energy that comes in and destroys a relationship. So I'm just warning you guys, and it might be a personal relationship, a business relationship. It could be an acquaintance. It could be, while you're driving, somebody pisses you off. I'm just saying it's a very volatile energy and we need to really pay attention to it. If you own a business or your job, there may be so many changes coming there in this short period of time, like let's say a week or two of this energy being active. That it could be very volatile, that it'll transform things. Okay, so this is very, very much, we need to keep an eye on it. It's still going to motivate you, but again, because of the opposition and the square to the sun from the 20th to about the 28th, I would say, it's extremely volatile. Use the energy wisely. Motivate yourself to a gym or exercise in some way, or burn it off other than arguing with someone else. Now, last but not least, the new moon in Taurus is going to be on the 27th, lighting up that career house again. So something to do with money matters, your values, or career, or company, or whatever it is going to be lit up for the next 2 weeks. And so you're going to be focusing a lot of your attention on work with this new moon. Again, the new moon is also about getting back to the basics. So don't forget to take care of yourself or your family and, maybe have a nice meal together, enjoy yourself. Taurus loves to enjoy itself, just like Leo does. And so these two could be very favorable for a little bit more enjoyment, and having more fun and being more playful. But work is definitely on the table here with this new moon in Taurus. Okay, so there you have it. There's the basic overview. If you want to know more, I do an extended version of this horoscope in my Inner Circle community, as you could see here. And, I also do the weekly astrology overview. So the members seem to really enjoy that because it gives them a heads up of what's coming for the week. And I do it in a video format. And we place it in the community, so you could check that out. There's a 7-day free trial, so there's no obligation. You could check it out, look around, and see if it's for you. And then, of course, I do teach astrology in there. I have a whole 6-course module in there. And every Sunday, we get on a Zoom call and we talk, we interact, and we discuss current events. We talk about astrology. And members, of course, do ask me questions about their birth chart and what they want to know and so on and so forth. So we do that all on Sunday. Okay, so consider joining. The link is down below. Anyway, have a great month, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.